Well, good morning, Niagara. You're tuned into Car Connection, where the coffee's hot, the tools are ready, and the talk is always tuned up. I'm your host, Dial Motormouth Jenkins, coming to you straight from the Car Connection workshop, where we mix a little humor, a little know how, and a whole lot of horsepower. Here, it's not just about fixing cars, it's about keeping you rolling, saving you money, and giving you the confidence to understand what's under that hood. From the classics to the commuters, the weird noises to the what the heck moments, we've got you covered. So grab your cup of joe, sit back, join the crew, because this is the Car Connection Workshop, your good morning pit stop for stories, smarts, a few good laughs. And I'm Niall Motormouth Jenkins, and we're shifting into drive right here in the Car Connection Workshop. Well, today's topic, without any further ado, just let you know I am a licensed and certified auto technician. I hold my license for light truck and passenger vehicles as well as heavy trucks, highway trucks, and coaches. So I have what we call a 310T for trucks and coaches and diesels, and a 310S, which is for light truck and passenger vehicles. So I have 40 plus years experience, probably beyond 44. No, I'm not as old as dirt, but maybe as old as a worm. I don't know. So today we're going to be talking about what I call 3-season tires, but for the sake of this conversation with you, I'll call them all-season tires. But I really wish that they would remove that designation, because after my conversation with you today, might just change your mind. And I hope that it does, because it's all about safety. It's all about being on the roadways safe, that you are in control of the vehicle and the vehicle's not in control of you. So I hope you got a nice hot cup of joe, because here's the thing. All season tires in a Canadian winter? Really? That's like wearing flip-flops in a blizzard. Get proper winter tires, unless you want to star in your own skating routine entitled Sideways Through an Intersection. Yeah, not funny. I, too, have had my spin-outs, and I'll share just one of my spin-outs before I realized and came to that mindset, you know what? Winter tires are a thing, and they'll save your life, and perhaps the life of someone else, because what you don't want to do is cause an accident that's affecting somebody else's life as well. Mind you, if you decide to run all season tires on ice and snow, that is your decision to make. But here's another thing to consider. You're putting others at risk, because you're not in control of your car. The car is in control of you. So let's jive right into this. Well, many years ago, I still have the little pickup truck, a little short box Toyota four-wheel drive named Mo, short for Mojave. He's only one of 500 ever created on the planet, four-wheel drive. I was running Goodyear Wranglers, M&S, mud and snow. That's what the M and S stand for. And here's what the problem was. I was working in the west end of Hamilton. I was living in a little town called Bismarck, and I had a fair drive on 20 Highway, and you can look that up on Google Maps. And that highway is a secondary highway, but it's wide open to snow blowing and drifting. So anyways, I head out for work. I was just outside the outskirts of Hamilton, on the Hamilton, I call it the Hamilton Mountain, and I was heading for West 5th to take the mountain downtown to get to Frid Street, because I worked on Frid Street, which was where the old Spectator building was. So a little bit of history there for you. And I'm driving along. I've got it in four-wheel drive high, and now I'm telling you the story from the person that I didn't hit with my little pickup truck, and I didn't hit the telephone pole that I didn't even see. And so he said, "You were doing well. You hit a drift, and your truck came out of the drift and went totally sideways and began to spin around 360 degrees. And he said, after the second spin, you weren't doing too bad. The truck was starting to slow down, but with a momentum on the black ice, put you into another spin, and I held the traffic back behind me to give you the room you needed to continue whatever it was that was going to happen. And lo and behold, your truck came out of the last 360 and slid off to the side of the road and parked ever so gently beside that great big telephone pole you saw in your driver's window once your truck stopped. That was the moment I decided these M and S Goodyear Wranglers, I still like them today, but they don't work in snow and black ice. When the roadways are covered in slickery patches, they go as hard as a hockey puck. They're not designed to be a winter tire, truly. So let's jump right into it. I shared that to let you know that, you know what, it's happened to me, where I wasn't sure, do I need to dive into expenses of winter tires or not? That moment was my decision-making moment, that I was never going to drive a vehicle in the winter without winter tires. So let's break down, pull over and park, pull the handbrake, and I'm going to break down for you what makes up an all-season tire. And I'm only going to say all season just for the sake of beating 3-season tires to death with a frozen hot dog. Yeah, or a piece of bacon. Because they're not 4-season. And I'm going to say this. Insurance companies are looking to you to get in touch with them to let them know that you have all 4 tires on your vehicle are winter tires to get a discount. If you call in and say, I have my all-season tires on, you're not going to get a discount from your insurance company. Why is that? Because those tires are not recognized by the insurance companies of Canada as being a qualified winter tire. Ding, ding, ding. So let's dig into this. First and foremost, let's talk about the rubber compound. The rubber compound of an all-season tire, quote, 3-season, spring, summer, fall. That's what they're good for. Wet, wetter, dry, hot, cool. Not freezing temperatures. So spring, summer, fall. That's what they're designed for. That's what the rubber compound is designed for, is to grip the road over 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, I'm not using the metric system. I believe it to be a tool of the devil, okay? So how do we fix that in order for that rubber compound that makes up the all-season tires to actually morph into a winter tire? The rubber needs to stay pliable at 40 degrees and below. So when we hit 0, which is 32 degrees Fahrenheit, we need that rubber compound to stay pliable. Here's what happens to the all-season tire. At 40 degrees Fahrenheit, because of the chemical composition that makes up the rubber compound for an all-season tire, at 40 degrees Fahrenheit, that tire becomes as hard as a hockey puck. Now you've lost your gripability on the road surface. Not good. Strike one. That's a huge one. So just imagine at 40 Fahrenheit, your all-season tire goes hard as a rock. You've lost a majority of your gripability on the road surface. Let's take that temperature down to 0, 32 Fahrenheit, freezing temperature. You have nothing, no grip whatsoever. So if you hit an icy patch, a lightly icy patch, a frosted over patch, or an overpass, you're gone. right up into the wall. That's where you're going. That car's just you're going to get in that corner. And if you watch NASCAR, when a tire cuts down and they're on a turn, where does the car go? Up into the wall. That's exactly what happened to my neighbor's car, and I'll tell you about that in just a few moments. Well, the other strike against an all-season tire is the tread design. The tread design on an all-season tire does not have enough siping. Those are bands cut out on the sidewall, on the edge of the tire, close to the sidewalls, inboard and outboard, all the way around. They look like grooves. Those are called sipes. And then a much more aggressive tread design designed for the tire to squish what's beneath the tire as it gets down to the road surface out and clear the tire of any ice or snow or debris. That's a winter tire that I just described to you. You look at a summer tire, an all season, you don't have an aggressive tread pattern, although there may be some. Somebody's going to say, well, my tires look pretty aggressive, but there's still a summer rubber compound. Spring, summer, fall. 40 degrees. They're good to 40 degrees Fahrenheit. After that, they turn into big hockey pucks. So a winter tire has a very aggressive tread design on the sidewalls, lots of siping, lots of deep treads with cuts to grip the road surface, whereas your all seasons, it's more of a laid back kind of thing. It's that time of year where we need to change from our summer shoes to our winter boots. And our tires are no different. I don't know if you're a dress shoe kind of guy or gal in the summer, but there's a time that those have to be put away, and you got to get out your winter foot warmies that have grip so you don't land on your backside and hurt something badly. Yeah. Had that happen. Yeah, you got to make sure you got really good winter shoes and boots that work, that grip the surface. So how do we turn that tire I just described to you? And I'm going to share one more aspect of that all-season tire. When I'm driving in the winter on the highways and byways, car goes past me, we're into some kind of winter event and an accumulation. In other words, snows are coming down, the roadways are snow-covered, a vehicle goes past me, and what I see is nice powder-coated donuts on their car. Yeah. The snow is not discharging from the treaded surface of the tire. So that, you know what that means to me when I see that? That fella or fellette does not have winter tires on. I'm backing off on the gas pedal, give them lots of room because they went past me like I was standing still. They're going to do a 360. They're going to be in the ditch somewhere. And I can't tell you how many times I've seen that and pulled off and said, hey, you all right? You got somebody coming? Yep, okay. Take care. Yeah, when I see that, I know they're riding on summer tires because the treads do not squish the material off the road surface away from the center and the surface of the tire. It gathers the product and it just mounds up. It does eventually spit some of it out, but now you've lost all your gripability. The tire's too cold. It can't grip the road surface. The tread design is not clearing itself, so you've got skis on your car instead of tires. Not good. If I get behind someone who has a pickup truck or a vehicle with snow tires on, do you know what I see? Rooster tails of snow and slush coming off of the backside of the tires, spraying my windshield if I'm too close. That's what I want to see. And when people get behind my '07 FJ Cruiser with my winter tires on, they're monsters, the tires that I have on there, 17-inch snow tire monsters. And they spit a really big rooster tail. And most people, I see them back off because it's just coming off the tire at the back and it's spraying them, whoever's behind me. So they got to back off. That's what you want. But now let's talk a little more about winter tires. So the chemical composition that makes up a winter tire is that it stays soft and pliable and smooshy. Yeah, cuddly. Maybe not so much. It stays soft and pliable so that it can get down through the icy, slushy, snowy road surface to make contact with the surface of the road below. And how does it do that? Number one, it remains pliable at minus temperatures, always. Number two, it's got the tread design to clear itself. Whatever gets in the treaded surface, because of the aggressive tread design and the siping on the outsides of the tires near the sidewall, the tires clean themselves so that they can get down to the surface of the road and hug it and hang on. And they're designed to get you over ice, snow, black ice, frost, accumulation, slush. It's tricky in ice rain, that I will say. You do have more gripability with the winter tires on a ice-covered roadway, but if it's ice rain, man, you know what? Having winter tires does not make your four-wheel drive, all-wheel drive. Sometimes it drives real-time all-wheel drive traction control. You are not infallible. What does that mean? Just because you're running winter tires doesn't mean all those types of traction control devices are going to save your bacon if you're driving like an idiot on hazardous road conditions. So I'll say this, back off, give the road crews the opportunity to do what they do best, clear the roadways to make them safer for us, but also slow down, change your driving habits to match the vehicle and its road conditions that it's driving on. That's it. Having winter tires doesn't mean you can still do 140, 130, 120 on a hazardous road condition surface. Doesn't work. You might get away with it for a while, but there's going to come that moment when today's the day when you're going to learn just because you have winter tires doesn't mean and give you a ticket to drive like an idiot. All right? And I'm saying that in love. Don't. You're putting others at risk, not just yourself. You don't mind if I have a little swiggy of coffee, do you? Yeah, a cup of Joe's screaming at me here. A new one. I love my coffee. I don't drink too much, but not too little. Just the right amount. Absolutely. Absolutely. So where do we go from here? Well, you need to do your own homework. And there are some really good tire salespeople out there. And if you had an opportunity, you could ask my neighbor, who one year he decided, I told you I'd tell you another story. He has a Subaru, and it's got one of those traction control ditties in it, whatever one the manufacturers put in there. He decided to give away his winter tire set, which were on rims, to a neighbor's kid who also had a Subaru. And they were really good. That was a great winter tire package. He listened to a tire salesman who said, "Oh, we have this new tire out. It's good for winter and summer. The tread design and the rubber compound will get you through both seasons. You don't need to buy a winter set of tires." So he decided to go for it. The salesman gave him the big pitch and sold him on it. So he bought a set for his car and for his wife's Subaru. And down the road they went. And he put the car right into the guardrail. It was coming out of Niagara Falls on the 420 heading for Fort Erie. There's an overpass there, and it's a really tight curve. He got on there, and bam, the car broke free on some black ice. It hit the front on the passenger side, then it hit the back, then it hit the front, then it hit the back. The car was a wreck. And the suspension and steering was big money. And so I didn't know that's what had happened. I just knew his car was gone for quite a while. And we were chatting, and he mentioned these tires back in the fall and that he was going to put them on. And I said, "Are you sure you want to do that?" And he goes, "Well, the sales guy said blah, 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 blah." Good sales pitch. Managed to sell 2 sets. So in the spring, I said, how did those tires do in the winter?" "Not good. I racked up my car." Then he told me how it happened. So he said, "Not very good, and they were very pricey. I should have stuck with my winter tire set on rims. I didn't have any issues with those tires. But these ones, I thought I was good, and the car just went right up into the wall. Scraped the whole side of the car, pounded front, pounded the back." He said thousands of dollars of damage, and the front end was a mess. Steering suspension smashed on the front. It was bad. He paid for it out of pocket to avoid the insurance premium going through the stinking roof. So when you're going out there to winter tire shop, don't listen to anything other than, "I want winter tires, fella. That's what I want." That they're rated specifically for winter for your automobile. Size, structure, everything. Do not settle for a tire that, it's going to be good for summer and winter. Not true. Don't get taken in by that. Do your homework. Shop online. Take a look at what's out there. Look at the pricing and be careful. Buy a quality set of winter tires and steel wheels to put those tires on, and put your good tires and rims away for the summer. Because you know what? The winter road salt and salt brine doesn't care what your tires are on. They're going to eat the rims away no matter what. I clean them every year, and I wire brush them and paint them back up. But I'll tell you, by the time springtime comes, that road brine, that salt, liquid salt, is absolutely wicked on steel rims. And if they're alloy rims, you don't want to spoil your summer alloys, because that liquid salt brine is wickedly corrosive, and it makes a mess, absolute mess, out of aluminum wheels, your alloy rims. And I'll post a pic. We've already done a video for that on our YouTube channel. So just before I wrap up here, if you have any questions and you want to connect with me, you can email me through our website, carconnectionbusinessnetwork.com. For short, it's ccbusnet.com. That's the shortest URL I could gather. We've been on the air with our radio broadcast, heading into our 31st year. Car Connection, Saturday mornings at 7 a.m., and then we do a program called Dashboard at 2 p.m. in the afternoon on the same network. You can find all those details on our website at carconnectionbusinessnetwork.com. There's a website form there. You can shoot me an email, and it comes right into my inbox. If you got questions, I'd love to hear from you. You all can also go to our YouTube channel, Niall Motormouth Jenkins. We have well over 112 videos up there where you've learned 5 things every single time. So whether you know a little bit about cars or absolutely nothing, ladies and gentlemen, you'll learn what the component is, where it is, how it works, how it breaks, and is there anything you could have learned or known to prevent that damage from happening and costing you money in parts and labor. The other 4 things you will learn is there's 4 quadrants to a repair order. The concerns, so what's going on, diagnosing and getting to the cause, and then moving towards the correction, so replacing the failed component, and lastly, the road test that confirms the repair was a good one. So you learn all those things through our YouTube videos. They're learning videos so that you can see exactly what I'm doing, and I explain it out in layman's terms and have fun with you as well. We have some laughs. So like, share, comment your thoughts below on our videos, and subscribe. And if you don't watch the videos, it doesn't help us reach bigger audiences either. So for all your online influencers on YouTube that you love, be sure to do that. Like, share, comment, subscribe, watch the videos, and ring that notification bell so that you know and get notified when new videos and live streaming goes up. You can also find us on Facebook, Niall Motormouth Jenkins. Like and follow us there, and that's where you'll see reels and videos you will not see anywhere else. And you can also find us locally on what I call a fantastic website for the local businesses where my pops lives, Stevensvilleontheweb.ca. Click on the businesses button. You'll find Car Connection. You can also send me an email through that profile page, and there you will see videos on bloopers and outtakes of shooting our YouTube channel. You can also get Car Connection merchandise from our website at carconnectionbusinessnetwork.com. We have 6 items there available for you. Pick your color, pick your size, and order it. Drop it in your shopping cart. Pay for it safely online. It gets mailed directly to your door. Actually, I believe they're couriering things out. All the items we have, including winter hats, designed for winter. Suppose you could wear them in a cooler fall season, too. You pick your color and order it, and it gets shipped directly to you. All items are $5 above cost, so that Skippy and I, my videographer, you can keep us in donuts, coffee, and help support our YouTube channel all at the same time. So when you get to our homepage at carconnectionbusinessnetwork.com, top right-hand corner, you'll see the icon for YouTube, Facebook, and our merchandise store. So thanks for listening. We'll see you in the next one. What are we going to be talking about next? I don't know, but you're probably going to get something from it for sure. And it'll be some kind of winter-related maintenance or service that will help you save time, money, and a few bloodied knuckles. So thanks for joining me today, Niall Motormouth Jenkins. You'll find all the information on everything that we have available to you in the description box on our YouTube channel for each and every video. The radio station where we broadcast on Saturdays, tools, equipment, and some links to our website. Everything is always in the description box for you to connect with us in the description for every single YouTube video. So keep it under 100 and put that coffee on, because I'm coming to your house.